This has to be the most biased pick ever.
I hate it here.
I mean, they just got their ass handed to them.
I think I'm chasing the value on this game.
I like my takes how I like my woman. Hot and questionable.
I'm way better than Tyler.
What are you doing, Lewis?
I'm laying the points.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Laying the Points. We're back. It's Super Bowl week. It's Waste Management week. It's NBA trade deadline day. Already happened. Over with. Done with. Gonna talk about that, but I mean, come on now. We're a football betting pod. We're getting into the Super Bowl first. But of course, as always, gentlemen, how the heck are we on this fine Thursday evening?
I got Swamp S from Orange Theory, so now I'm chilling.
Nice. And you also got you got Vladdy.
We did get Vladdy. Ranger fans are happy today. We gave up nothing for Vladimir Tarasenko. And Islander fans, poverty franchise.
You guys are both poverty franchises compared to the
That's
big
just
bad
cap.
Bruins.
We
Heard that Tarasenko owns the Bruins now.
Yeah, sorry.
Cap.
What do you
Cap.
mean? He
Fake
single-handedly beat them in the cup.
Fake news. The
All right.
refs beat us. Noel Achari is tripped.
All right, Lou, how are you doing? You look fantastic, by the way.
Lou's on a 59-minute countdown right now.
Oh, is it? I was gonna say, are we gonna get a live Coach of the Year result?
Oh, yeah, the live Coach of the Year. That's what I meant to say. Happy Coach of the Year, Brian Daboll Coach of the Year day. It's been a long time coming. I think if anybody else wins it, it's probably rigged, for either ratings or either money. I don't know. Shout out Aisha Curry or whatever Curry that was who was saying that about the
Aisha,
NBA.
you were right.
Aisha, that was Aisha, right? Yeah. Happy Brian Daboll Coach of the Year day. Tie it up. Yeah, 2-2. Islanders, let's go.
Did they just score like 4 goals in 2 seconds?
No, it's actually been going wild. I don't even know.
You popped in and were like, "Oh, the Islanders scored the first goal," and all of a sudden it's 2-2.
That was probably no more than 3 minutes ago.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Oh,
big time. But yeah, doing great.
All right. Well, yeah, like I said, let's hop into the Super Football Pod. We're gonna hop into the Super Bowl. We've got the Chefs. We've got the Eagles. Public on the Eagles hard. Currently, the line's been bouncing around, but right now I think it's settled at -1.5 for the Eagles, which makes it a -125 money line. So still stomachable on that front. And the over/under is 51, which is pretty high. It's pretty high. I'm not gonna lie, but these are two very good offenses, two pretty decent defenses. What are you guys feeling for the big game on Sunday? Anybody want to kick us off?
I guess I can go first.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I know you're very passionate about the Super Bowl, so I'd rather you go last. I'll go first because I'm not as passionate.
Okay.
One I would like to say is I'm honestly surprised that you said that the public's all over the Eagles because I feel like everything I've seen has been about the Chiefs.
No, the public is. I'll look on FanDuel real quick, but I'm pretty sure everybody and their mother is on the Eagles.
Really? Because on Twitter, I haven't seen a single Eagles slip, and
I've seen the opposite.
I've also seen what Tyler's seen, but then
Maybe it's just like a New York thing.
Alec, why the fuck are you twitching out on my screen right now?
My thing's probably just.
Can you guys hear me at all right now?
We can, Luis.
I can hear you guys, but you're all frozen on my screen, and I missed like the last 30 seconds of everything that just happened.
You are here, Lou. I don't know. This shit might be bugging.
Maybe I'm gonna leave and then join back. Hold on.
All right. We'll wait for iPhone 84 while I pull up these betting statistics, courtesy of FanDuel. Right now on FanDuel, where are the stats? I don't want more wagers. I want stats. Normally they show stats. It's bullshit. You can look up like what teams or the public's on and shit.
Yeah, I didn't even know they did that on FanDuel.
Oh, my thing's bugging again. Stats, there it is. 70% of. I'll wait for iPhone. I'll wait for iPhone for my stats. Also wait for my camera to stop bugging out. iPhone 84, you back?
Back and ready to go.
All right, welcome back. Sports.
Nobody's frozen anymore.
Perfect. Okay, so We wanted, again, everybody and their mother's on the Eagles. 70% of the money is on the Eagles. 68% of bets are on the Eagles. And that's currently sitting at 1.5. I think, again, it's fluctuated between like 2.5, 3.5 at one point.
Yeah, like that's what it says on like FanDuel, but then like the one that I'm on, this says DraftKings 76% is on Kansas City. I think it's a very evenly.
I've seen a lot of people that are like, everybody's on the Eagles, so I kind of want to lean the Chiefs. I've seen a lot of that.
I've seen only Chief stuff, but whatever. I think it's very 50-50. Maybe I should have went last, actually, now that I think about it, based on my pick, because I think I'm going to be the only one to pick the Eagles here.
No, you're wrong.
Okay.
I'm making a surprise statement, and once
I am officially on the Chiefs.
No.
Nakano, you should have stayed that way.
Well, can I just go now? Since
Go for it. Yeah.
Please,
All right,
please,
fine.
please.
For the second time in history of watching the Super Bowl, I will not be rooting nor betting a team.
You're a loser then. You're just a loser.
Shut up and listen, Alec.
No, you're just a loser.
No, I hate both teams.
So do I. I'm still going to bet on it.
The last time this happened, it was the Eagles and Pats. I hate both teams. The Eagles won. So take it into whatever you think. Last time this happened, the Eagles were in. The Eagles won. Now the Eagles are in again, and I'm not taking anything. I'm not even considering anyone. But if there was a birdie in my ear to take a team, I'm going to learn from mistakes from previous, and I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs.
So were you wait, what? Why that makes no sense. Makes no sense at all.
How does that make no sense?
Oh, I was on the Patriots and then the Eagles won, so I'm going to be on the Chiefs.
No. I wasn't. No. You didn't listen to me. You didn't
say anything.
You didn't listen. I'm not taking anything.
You said, I hate both teams, but, I'm
not
going to learn.
taking anybody.
I think he's saying for pod purposes, he's just picking the Eagles, but he's not actually going to take it.
But I'm not going to actually take anything. But I do have prop bets if you'd like to hear.
But how is that learning from your mistakes that you're picking the Chiefs? If anything, you were learning from your mistakes, you're taking the Eagles.
No, it's learning from my mistakes from previous because I always bet against the Chiefs. I bet against the Chiefs last week.
Not how you outlined it as, last time the Eagles were in the Super Bowl and I hated
I meant to say I don't want to bet against the Chiefs. The Chiefs just fucked me. I bet against them last week. I bet against them the week before that. I bet against them numerous times throughout the season.
Well, who always bets against the Chiefs and thinks they're going to make money? Like, what kind of thinking is that?
True.
This asshole does it.
And honestly, betting against the Chiefs this year would have netted you some money because they are 7-12 against the spread.
Yeah, they're usually shit against the spread, but
money lines. I only take money lines. You know this.
Yeah, you only take minus 400 money lines. You're right.
Yeah.
But then you would have been betting on the Chiefs the whole year. So it really doesn't add up.
I'm really confused.
But I do have some prop bets. I do have some prop bets, and they are fantastic. I'm gonna go with one of them since the NFL is scripted. That red Gatorade has not made an appearance one time in Super Bowls. Scripted, it will appear this year.
Against the script, but okay.
One so far.
You're either hot or you're due, right?
Yeah, I'm taking the over in the national anthem. Chris Stapleton loves to hold notes. Yes, the over is the play. I'm taking an over 55-yard reception. I'm taking a quarterback to catch a pass.
That's a fun one.
Yeah. I'm taking one of these three people to score. And yes, it is in a DraftKings boost. And those 3 out of the 4 are Travis Kelce, Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts, or Galen Squirts, and AJ Brown. 3 out of those 4 need to score, and that is how my bet hits. And finally, I will be taking Patrick Mahomes over passing yards.
What's it at?
Believe 255. He's gonna slang that thing. And then I'm also contemplating taking a defensive player. I don't know which one yet as a MVP. If I were going to go with the Eagles, If I were gonna go with the Eagles, I'd probably go Hassan Reddick because he's been balling recently. And if I were to go defensive player on the Chiefs, I don't want to say Chris Jones. I would probably say Nick Bolton.
Who?
Nick Bolton.
His name's Troy Bolton.
Obviously, Troy Bolton.
It's Troy Bolton. Everyone knows that.
It's Nick Bolton. I'm taking Nick Bolton. And Tommy Townsend under punt yards. I don't know if that's a bet, but I don't think they're going to be punting the ball that much.
Let's see. Special teams. Let's see.
That's a new one.
There's a lot.
Yeah, that is
Tommy total punts or total punt yards?
Total punts. Total punts.
It is 3.5.
Yeah, I think that's an under. I don't think they're going to be punting the ball that much.
Okay.
I kind of like that bet, Picano.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if
it's going to be a really ballsy, I do think it's going to be a high scoring and ballsy Super Bowl. Two great offensive minds when it comes to the offensive game. Andy Reid, Sirianni, Eric Bieniemy is a pretty big name when it comes to the offense side of the ball. I do not know the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. Is it Gannon? Is it Josh Gannon?
You're the coach guy. If anybody would know, it'd be you.
I think it is him. Let me double check. But very good offensive mind. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
I think his name is like Shane Steichen or something.
Oh, yeah.
like
Shane
that.
Steichen. Gannon is the DC. Both are up for the Colts job.
Fair enough.
On to
Well,
you.
A lot of
I'll
props.
go.
Yeah, a lot of props. I'm strictly a props guy for the Super Bowl.
I enjoy that. I enjoy sprinkling some props. There's a
Picano,
few I like.
Picano,
Yes.
question. Your favorite Super Bowl dish or snack? What's your favorite thing to eat?
Okay.
One thing and one thing only.
I'm going three things. I'm going to go three in an honorable mention.
What's your one favorite thing?
The number one favorite thing, buffalo chicken dip.
Thank you.
Number
Thank you.
two is mini weenies. Number three is nachos.
Did you
And
say
number
mini weenies?
Yeah, and number
Yeah.
four, the classic buffalo
Hey,
wing.
yo.
I agree. Buff chick dip. It's
Yeah.
a must have.
Buff chick dip is a number one. Buffalo wing is the number four. I just don't like the bones all over the place. I would like maybe a boneless.
Boneless.
But a lot of people, think you're something else if you like to eat boneless wings. But I like boneless wings because of messiness.
It's fair.
Now, Bacano, what did you bring to the Super Bowl party?
I will be bringing egg rolls.
Lewis, how about you?
Undecided.
Cool.
Something good though. Maybe I'll just
Where was
go
my
like
invite? What the fuck?
some classic like Uncle Giuseppe sandwich platter, something like that.
Janucci board.
No, but maybe. Alec, why don't you jump into your spiel?
I'll hop in because Picano did allude to it at the end of his. These two great offenses, number 1 and number 3, respectively, on the year. They've played a lot of good teams, especially when I look at the Eagles and I look at their big games. You look at they lost to the Cowboys for 40-34. They played the Giants. It was 48-22. They played the Packers. It was 40-33. A lot of points scored. You look at the Chiefs. Chiefs, it wasn't as big for them, but obviously it's Patrick Mahomes, and everybody always likes to question that Kansas City defense. So obviously, with the over/under being at 51, I'm going to the unders club because everybody knows it is Super Wild Card Weekend overs, and it is every other round unders, which includes the Super Bowl. Teams are going to come to play. The defenses they always show out in the Super Bowl, and yeah, I mean, I have faith in the coaching staffs in both sides to be able to scheme shit up to shut the other team down. I also will be taking the Chiefs on the money line because, I mean, I don't know. You guys are saying you're seeing all Chiefs. I've seen a lot of Eagles. No, don't be disrespecting my boy Patrick Mahomes. Got a hammer. And then there was a few props I liked. First QB to get sacked at plus 110, Jalen Hurts. Give me that. He got sacked 3 times more than Mahomes did during the season or something. I saw that. Like that. There was something about any QB to throw for over 400 yards. Give me that at like plus 1,000. Sure. Why not, dude? I mean, it's going to be Mahomes if it's going to be either of them, but, that's a good one. Everybody, see, I liked the Gainwell over yards, but now everybody's taking the Gainwell over yards, so I kind of have to fade that. That was
I was on that first. Tyler can
it was a good one.
I was on that
Mhm.
first. I was on that in the
Let's see.
NFC chip game. 11.5. He got it in one run.
We also know you got to fade whoever wins the coin toss. That's another one. Is there Picano, what you could do.
White jerseys, Alex.
Is that a
Chiefs are in
stat?
white jerseys. Chiefs are in white jerseys.
The white
I think
jerseys
it's like
always win.
I think
I'm
it's
pretty
like
sure.
18.
You don't know
I think it's like
that's like the
18 out of the last like
remember.
21 or something.
that's like the biggest stat there is the white jersey.
It's almost. I
stat.
think it's like 9. I think it's like 90%.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Picano, you could take any, or you could take QB versus any other position, or any defensive player versus any position. Any defensive player is plus 790. You don't even have to take a specific defensive player.
I honestly might just do that.
I'm throwing
because
that out there.
I think it's gonna be like how the Denver Broncos won the Super Bowl. Like they're gonna have like that like offensive showing, but then there's also gonna be like that defensive menace. Like how Von Miller.
What's Mahomes' line on MVP?
Look
MVP
now.
award.
Probably
Patrick's
plus
plus
100.
130 versus the field. And then what is Galen? Galen is
You might as well just if you're gonna take the money line.
Galen's
you might as
plus
well take
130
him
as
to
well.
MVP.
You see, you. I don't know if you guys use DraftKings at all, but DraftKings has a cross sports special: NFL, NBA, soccer, and MMA for this weekend.
Okay.
Pretty fucking elite.
What is it?
It's got like John Morant. It's got like Travis Kelce, John Morant assists. Like kind of like a like points, rebounds, assists like together. And then also one from the MMA. I think Volkanovski's gonna win this weekend. But this is a good bet that I think is kind of interesting. Volkanovski, Islam Makhachev, total rounds versus Chiefs touchdowns and Eagles touchdowns. They have it for two separate. And the favorite right now is rounds is minus 160. Total touchdowns for Chiefs plus 130. So obviously their fights are the night before. So who knows? I think that the Volkanovski, like side note, I think the Volkanovski Islam Makhachev does not go more than 3 rounds. I think it's kind of decided by then. But I mean, if it goes 5, like that's kind of a fucking lock for both.
Probably, but then it could not be. Could not. Who knows?
What if it goes for 4.5 rounds? Do they just round up, or just 5 win if you have
if
the
it
Chiefs?
is in the middle of the round.
Probably 5 probably win then.
Yeah.
If it goes into the 5th round.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me so I guess everybody knows where I'm pretty much going here. I'm gonna take the Chiefs, obviously. I don't think it's like an easy pick though. I think the Eagles are the better, more talented, more rounded out team. I think they have more talent on their roster than the Chiefs do. From pretty much everywhere on the roster besides tight end and quarterback, I think the Eagles have an advantage pretty much everywhere else. I'm just not about to bet against Patrick Mahomes and take Jalen Hurts. I think that's what it comes down to on Sunday for me. Noted. I want to make this noted. I'm not like just dick riding the Chiefs. I took the Bucks against the Chiefs when they played. I took them big. I won big. So I'm not just like biased towards the Chiefs here, no matter what Tyler tries to tell you that I'm just, dick riding or whatever. It's not. I think it's just like the smarter play. I think there's a lot of hype around the Eagles. They beat, I hate to say this, but they beat not a bad Giants team, but nowhere near, a top 5 to 10 team in the league. They beat the 3rd and 4th string quarterback on the Niners. Not really impressed. Jalen Hurts has thrown for 275 yards combined in those games. Granted, they ran the ball for probably close to 450 or 500. So obviously they can run the ball, but if you're playing the Chiefs, hopefully you're trailing. You don't have the luxury to really just sit back there and run. And I kind of like the over in this game. And I just think it comes down to, I think this will be one of the better Super Bowls we've seen in a decently long time. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think easily one of these teams will get to 30, if not both, because I think the offenses are just that good. I guess it will come down. I guess the over-under comes down to is Patrick Mahomes good enough to avoid the Philly pass rush and find subpar wide receivers. I think he will be. Yeah, it's kind of where my head's at. Travis Kelce probably has a huge day, as always, but roll Chiefs.
Well, Chiefs.
Roll Chiefs. Roll Chefs.
This matchup
Chefs.
gives me Chiefs 49ers vibes. That Super Bowl.
Yeah, like I honestly think it's going to be a great game, honestly, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles won. Like I said, I think they're really well-rounded team, good players all over the place. So, not going to be shocked if they win. I mean, they are the favorites, so. Jeez.
I found DraftKings. I think the gentleman would actually really like this, and I'm ready to share with you. I'm pulling it up right now. Sorry, it's just gonna take me a little bit. Okay, here we go. Combined jersey number of the first touchdown score over 11.5. So the number 11.5 scores over that number or score. So we're thinking Gainwell, we're thinking Sanders, we're thinking Kelsey, Mahomes, Juju's number 9. So no, not Juju.
What's Tony?
Tony.
What is he? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
I would take that over all day.
Both overs for first and last.
Yeah, but if it's like AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, or Jalen Hurts, it's going under.
Yeah, or Gainwell's on there, or Juju.
You're good with Goddard.
It's the only threats are Jalen, Pacheco, AJ Brown, Devontae, and Juju. Everyone else, like, it's kind of the field. I don't see, like, if the Eagles if the Chiefs get the ball first, like, I honestly think too a great bet to take is like a Noah Gray touchdown.
No.
Yeah, that's probably solid. No,
I'd take Jody Fortson over Noah Gray.
But like,
or that kid Justin Watson. They play like.
I think Kadarius Toney's going to score. Just guaranteed.
Kadarius Toney. I think there is a great possibility of some sort of magic that we see.
Imagine you told me at the beginning of the year that Kadarius Toney was going to be scoring a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
You would have been amped.
I'd been so hyped. But then you would have told me. Then you would have told me Boston Scott also scored.
Yeah. Boston Scott also might score in this game.
Fucking.
He's not playing the Giants, so it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed. He did score last week though, or 2 weeks ago, whatever. But also, I think the Pro Bowl. I didn't watch any. I watched like the 2 last minutes of the flag. But I liked like the gauntlet thing they did. I thought that was cool. They should do just more shit like that, and like, why even like play a game to like 10? You know, I don't know what the score went to in flag football. I saw it was like in the 30s, but not sure how the scoring worked. Anyway, I just thought it was cool, like what they did with all it was like a combine, but like a fun one. You know, like that shit's fun to watch. Better than a football game where no one's trying.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's fair.
I
It's
agree.
fair. All right. Have we said our piece about the Super Bowl? Should we move on to our next topic of conversation?
The NBA.
National Basketball Association.
Congrats to LeBron James. He will always and forever will be the GOAT.
No, he won't, but that's okay.
Shut the fuck up, Alec. He's always and will be.
Mickey, dude, he's garbage.
But
Mickey.
Team that won the day on the trade deadline. Let's go around the room. I personally think it's probably going to be the Lakers.
That's
I also think
awful take.
Like that's a biased pick, but I also think the Warriors won today.
It's also an awful take. There's one team that won the trade deadline, and it was the Phoenix Suns. It was you got the best player in basketball. You win the trade deadline. You win the trade deadline.
Not on the court. If he was on the court tomorrow, yeah, they won.
He doesn't need to be on the court tomorrow. He's on the court in April.
Tomorrow, he won. They won. He's not on the court yet.
He doesn't need to be.
He just has to be there in the playoffs.
He's not on the court yet.
He could go on long-term IR like the fucking NHL does, and they could be like, all right, just play in fucking June or whatever. Just be healthy for then. That's all they need. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs.
I think the biggest loser of the deadline, just to throw this in real quick, the Denver Nuggets. not that they lost
Didn't
really
do
anything in Bones Highland, but they didn't add anything. Almost every other team in the West who's a contender, like besides like the Grizzlies and the Pelicans, added something.
That was a great Kennard today. That was a great pickup.
We're
Luke
talking
Kennard?
about
Yeah.
What kind of what are you?
Fuck Luke
Okay.
Kennard. He's like the fifth guard.
Yeah, but Luke Kennard can play. He can play the three.
He could shoot. He could shoot.
He can shoot.
How can you
Kennard
say
doesn't-
Luke Kennard is a great pickup here, but like
I know.
but Kevin
do
Durant
like-
isn't?
Compared compared to what the Nuggets did, that's horrible.
Well, yeah, the Nuggets. I mean, then also the Nuggets, like they're pretty solid at most spots. Like they're not going to
They're a
upgrade. point
well-rounded
guards.
team.
You have Jamal Murray. They pay Michael
Yeah.
Porter. They pay Aaron Gordon. Like, I guess there really wasn't much for them to, like, go and get
No.
someone like fucking KD or someone crazy like that. But
Would've been-
I think they're really good, the Nuggets. But you're not like if you run into the Suns, you just don't have the
Yeah.
fucking firepower. I'm sorry, you don't. Like, no matter
They-
how good Jokic is, you just.
Can I say another loser today?
Sure.
John Wall.
He's getting released. He's getting bought out.
But he's got to step foot in the fucking Houston before
He
he
doesn't
gets.
have to. He could just not show up.
He will likely get
No,
bought out by like
biggest-
the end of the week.
The biggest loser today was Pat Bev. Because Pat
Yeah,
Bev was so
yeah.
hyped to be reunited with D'Lo and then gets shipped off for Mo Bamba. He's the biggest loser. I don't know. I mean, I think to the Nuggets point, they could have made like a one of those like Jay Crowder type moves where you go in and get a guy that you just kind of
Yeah,
had to be
I
moved to
agree.
make the deal work, but nobody really wanted.
Like
Like, you could've gotten
someone
him or
solid who
something.
could come off the bench or something like that. I agree with that.
Exactly. Like you could have added the role player, but I mean the Nuggets are elite. They didn't need
Yeah.
to do anything. I think the
I agree.
Kings lost by doing nothing, and I mean, like the Kings are on a surprise run, but I mean, they didn't do much.
How about the
so.
Knicks, baby? Knicks trading a
Knicks
first
good
round
trade.
pick for Josh Hart. I mean, listen, I'm not a Knicks fan, so I don't really care. But I don't know who in their right mind is running that shit. It is.
That's a fair
It's
trade.
Hard.
I mean,
That is a
I mean,
great
it's like-
trade.
I'm not.
How?
I'm saying it's like a
How?
decent. It's
Josh
a
Hart's a
decent
great
trade.
player. He's a 3-and-D guy. You made one of your like elite players happy. Not elite, but you made one of your premier
and
players happy.
He rebounds. He rebounds really well for a guard, and like he can shoot, and that's great. And he plays,
plays
defense,
defense.
but like you're willing to give up one first round pick for this guy.
It's a
But,
I'm
like,
pretty sure it's a
you don't-
protected first, and
I don't
if they
know.
make and they win a playoff game, what are you really doing with that pick?
But
Like
like, you
obviously they know they're not going to compete, but they're
No,
going out there
I
making
have
moves.
too many guards to
Who's
be.
just trying to say if you're going to do that, then why wouldn't you give up 2 for Donovan Mitchell or something like that?
Or like give
Well, it's
up
a different
give up something.
time.
Give up something to go get like OG and Nunby. I don't even think he's that great of a player. People were saying he's getting like 3 first round picks. But like he's a bigger. He's
Well,
a
they might
bigger
have-
forward. He can hit the 3 and he can defend. Like that's a guy. All right, you want to go trade 2 first round picks for and trade Cam Reddish? No one's gonna give a fuck. You go
They
make
might-
this move, and it's just like it's so irrelevant. Like what the fuck is Josh Hart doing for you in the playoff series?
Yeah.
Grabbing a rebound?
He's-
Like
He's being your third best
Have-
player.
You also have too many guards. Like the Knicks
if
have.
think
Josh
you
Hart's your
do.
third, if Josh Hart's your third best player, you already fucking lost.
Yeah, then you're
You
I
already
think Josh
fucking
Hart is
lost.
better than you're giving him credit for.
I mean, I think he's like a solid.
I
role
mean,
player,
again,
but-
the 3 players they gave up are irrelevant. They were losers. They're bums. They're
Yeah,
nothing.
no,
It's just
nothing-
the first round pick, and I think the first round pick for Josh Hart, who was a lottery guy, this isn't going to be a lottery pick. I think it's a fair deal, especially when
Yeah.
like maybe they did go try to get OG, but they the fucking Raptors decided
Yeah,
they were going
you-
to buy
you never
instead of
know.
sell. So
Another thing that kind of pissed me off too is like the whole thing with Obi Toppin. Like listen, like I'm not sitting here like preaching for Knicks fans because obviously I am not a Knicks fan, nor am I a basketball fan. But like you see all the rumors like they just didn't want to trade Obi Toppin and they asked 2 first round picks for Obi Toppin. Like what the fuck has Obi Toppin done in the 3 years he's been in New York?
they haven't given him a chance to shine.
I can't name anything but hit a windmill dunk.
I mean, what are they? They didn't want to sell. They wanted to be able to, compete again in an East that got exponentially worse at the trade deadline. They were able to like stand pat and it makes again. I think Josh Hart is a great improvement over Cam Reddish, without a doubt. He's a much better player than Cam Reddish. So I think, you get a matchup with one of those shitty teams, like the Nets might still make the playoffs. You get a playoff matchup versus the Nets, you win that, and then who knows? I mean, at least, again, you can say you won a playoff series rather than being a loser team that sold again at the deadline and just missed out. Like you try to take advantage. They tried to go get Levine, but the price was probably too high.
I wouldn't want Levine either. Levine's a bum.
Okay, that's just not true.
He
would be your second best player on the Knicks, without a doubt.
I know. I would say he'd be the second best player.
I love that.
Like, he's not a game changer. Like he's not a team changer. Like a team changer,
but it's a better player.
A team changer is going to the Portland Trailblazers or going to the Washington Wizards and saying, "Yo, you're not going to do anything this year or in the next fucking 5 years. Here's 5 to 6 first-round picks. Obi Toppin, another shit guy like RJ Barrett, and give me Bradley Beal or Damian Lillard."
They don't want to move him. Neither of those guys wanted to leave. Like, it'd be one thing if Dame and Beal wanted out, but both those players like signed extensions and shit. They want to be where they're at.
Like, if you're the team, if you are in a team situation like Portland or like Washington, where you're on the fringe of making the playoffs, but your roster's not that good, and you see a deal that is exceptional with draft picks and draft capital, and two young players like Obi Toppin and RJ Barrett, just for Damian Lillard,
RJ sucks.
I would consider it. If I were those two teams, I would 100% consider it. And if it's a no, okay,
I don't think you would.
I know the Knicks tried, but if it's a yes, holy shit, that's a fucking splash.
Wizards are in the same spot where they're like the East just sucks. Like they could, they could get better.
Portland today's in a terrible spot. Terrible.
Yeah, but they got an extra first round pick. They got Cam Reddish. They got depth pieces around them that they can.
I don't know. I just feel like if I was Portland, knowing that the Lakers got better, the Suns got better.
Well, they're not going to compete, but you can't trade your franchise player. You need somebody to fucking sell tickets. And if he wants to be there, why would you ship him off?
They're not. Dame has said 100 times he doesn't want to leave. They're not going to just ship him to New York.
I'm not just saying just Dame. I'm saying Dame or Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal also wants to be in Washington.
Enough.
He said that he signed he was a free agent and signed an extension in Washington because he wanted to be a Wizard.
No, I understand. It's just stupid.
I guess. Sorry, they're not fucking KD and whines about their super team every fucking year. They'd rather just, play where they're at. I don't think that's stupid. I think that's respectable and honorable.
I mean, I think it's stupid in the eye of the team. The eye in the team where they can just be like, all right, you're being selfish. We can do this for the better of us. Or even like Trae Young. There's numerous times this season where they've talked about like on NBA TV, being like, "Well, Trae Young, he hasn't done anything, and their team sucks."
Never gonna move Trae Young. You can't. Be like trading Luka. Never gonna do it. Doesn't matter if he's in a contract year. You're not gonna trade him. Be like trading Giannis. You're never trading Giannis unless those players go full Kyrie and they're like, "I'm not gonna fucking fuck you guys, I'm not gonna play." Win, they're gonna keep him around. You don't trade your franchise guy for pennies.
And like this whole thing, when everyone's saying that the Clippers got a lot better today, like they did.
They
got Gordon.
They got much better.
They got Eric Gordon. Who else did they get? I can't even think.
Plumlee.
Okay, they got Plumlee
and
Bones Highland, and they're probably gonna get Russ.
Probably they could, yeah. Take that John Wall spot.
Russ is gonna get bought out, and Russ is gonna sign a deal with them. And John Wall will never play a game again. That's how it's gonna go.
He could, but he's gonna get bought out by Houston first.
Shoot the fucking puck.
You guys want to do our top 10?
There you go. You see what happens when you shoot. You just shoot and it fucking goes in. How insane! Holy shit! They just pass it around. One guy rips it on the net. It goes in. Wow, what a crazy concept. Sorry.
Fair enough. What's the score now? Fucking like 8-8? You guys want to rattle off those top 10s we did? Or what do we feel like? Just real quick. We don't even have to explain them. Just to see where the dust settles come the end of the year.
I definitely want to change mine.
All right. We can revisit it then.
Well, this is your time. It's almost like you never sent it before, you know?
That's true. Yeah. I'm not changing mine, so I'll rattle mine off. Number one, Celtics, obviously unbiased, best team in the league. They just got somebody that's elite. They got bench depth. I don't remember his name though.
Mike Muscala, who
Mike Muscala.
single-handedly killed the Lakers the other night with the 3-ball.
He's an elite shooter. He'll give us time to give Rob, Will, and Al some bench minute or rest minutes down the stretch. Why not? For I think it was a 2nd-round pick and a guy I had literally never heard of. I'll take it. Number 2 is the Bucks. Jay Crowder, great pickup for him. Giannis is elite. Yeah, and it's just a very good team. And these are all given 100% health, by the way. Like if Chris Middleton snaps his leg again, like he did, he does almost every time they go to the playoffs, then it's a little bit different. But 100% health. Bucks number 2, Suns number 3, KD obviously elite. Number 4, Nuggets. Number 5, Warriors, because again, that's just they're the champs. You have to dethrone the champs first. Like they're just you can't count them out ever. Number 6, Mavericks. Kyrie, good. I don't know though. I mean, it's tough to just rank them at the top already because there's not a lot there. There's no real defender anymore. They got rid of Dorian Finney-Smith. It's going to be tough for them. 7, Sixers. I think that's too high, honestly, after they got fucking shitboxed by the Celtics last night with half of our starters out. They're losers. 8, I have Grizzlies. 9, I have Kings. And then 10, I don't know. I'm going to go with the Clippers after the tail end of the deadline deals. I think Clippers, Lakers.
Oh my God, they called goaltender interference, no goal. Are you fucking kidding me?
Fucked, Lewis. Get fucked.
All right, I'm gonna go into my list. Alec, I kind of liked yours, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna go.
And that was Horvat. Horvat would have scored again.
He's a loser. Never gonna play for the Islanders again. He's leaving in free agency, obviously, Lou.
He already signed a deal.
He's obviously leaving in free agency. It's a rental, just like Nylander.
I'm gonna go
Who
number
the fuck
1.
is Nylander?
I don't know. My dad.
Number 1, the Celtics. 2, the Nuggets. 3, the Bucks. 4, the Grizzlies. 5, the 76ers. 6, the Cavs. I think I want to flip those. 7, the Warriors. 8, the Suns. 9, Dallas. 10, the Clippers. And then honorable mention, Pelicans, Lakers, Heat, Knicks, Kings.
Heat are not good. Heat are awful.
I think I don't even want to continue this after he just said the Suns are his 8th.
That was awful. Yeah, that's insane. 100% health. That's insane.
Timeout.
No, that's actually absurd.
That's absurd.
I know
he said a lot of silly things, and again, I'm not even a big basketball fan, and that was idiotic.
How is that idiotic? He's not on the court.
It's assuming 100% health because
Matt Barzell.
Lou, no one gives a crap about a non-playoff team in the Islanders.
The Islanders suck, dude.
They're not even a playoff team.
The Islanders are a first round.
They have 4 games on
when they win this game tonight.
But they have 4 games. They have 4
don't have
games
4 games
in
with
hand.
nobody. They're about to jump the Capitals.
First round exit. Also, shout out the Lightning for losing to the
you.
Sharks so they could look ahead to the Avalanche game. They're up 3.
Avalanche are horrible.
Bozzy.
Almost as horrible as fucking Picano's tier list. Anyway, Tyler, you want to do yours?
Yeah, I have to find it.
I'll do mine really quick.
Legitimately one of the most idiotic things you've ever said.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna go 1.
How good? What?
Okay.
Bucks have the best player in basketball. Chris Middleton will come back healthy and start playing like Michael Jordan again. They're number 1. Then I have the Suns at number 2. That's a scary starting 5. Ayton, CP3, Booker, KD. I mean, that sounds like the Warriors from a couple years ago, obviously. 3, I got the Celtics. Not really much explanation there. 4, I got the Nuggets. 5, assuming full health, I have the Golden State Warriors. Like Alex said, they are the champ. Steph Curry, probably still a top 5 player in the league. Enough said. Actually, not enough said. Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson carrying the load well without him. They both went crazy yesterday. They both had 30 points. 76ers are my, 6th seed. I think Harden and Embiid one of the top duos in the league. Embiid's just a fucking stud, leading the league in scoring. I think at the moment again, they're 6th. Clippers, I think they got a lot better today. I moved them to 7. Hopefully, Kawhi Leonard will get his nutsack back and start playing like 2 times in 4 days or 2 times in 3 days. I don't know if that's possible for him, but if he can do that,
It doesn't matter because they're at full health, so that means he will be playing.
I know.
In the
but, like,
playoffs, he'll play every game.
It's just so annoying that he refuses to play like half the games. Because then I don't know how to feel about the Clippers. I'm like, well, one game you see him with Kawhi, the next game you don't. I don't know, just kind of like a fluky, like flaky team, but talent-wise, I think they're in the top 10. 8, I have the Mavs, Kyrie, Luka, incredible. 9, I got the Grizzlies. 10, I got Sacramento Kings, 3 seed in the West right now. Nobody's giving them a lot of love. Sabonis, Fox, Keegan Murray.
Aaron.
I don't know if anybody has ever watched like a live Kings game when they're at home. Anytime Keegan Murray scores, the announcer goes like Keegan, the whole crowd goes Murray. I don't know. I thought it was really sick. It's fucking awesome. You guys should watch it.
They're building a great culture in Sacramento.
Electric team, honestly.
What's their thing? Like light the fucking beam.
Light the beam.
I love
beam.
that.
They
I love
light
that.
a fucking beam. That's so sick.
They great culture in
It looks
Sacramento.
Like it actually looks like they're having so much fun. And the game that I discovered that Keegan Murray thing, I was watching them. They went 11 for 11 from 3 in the first quarter. I texted you guys about it. It was like one of the most crazy things I've ever seen. They couldn't miss. Great team, honestly. They shoot the shit out of the ball.
Everybody shat on them too for that Halliburton trade, and I mean, like, sure, maybe they could have been performing at this level, but I feel like having Sabonis work with Fox as well as they do, it's a great duo.
Yeah, because like Halliburton is an all-star, but Sabonis works better on the team.
Yeah.
Wow, what a fucking story.
All right, I'll go quickly. I have Celtics at 1 because Jason Tatum is my MVP.
Hey, yum.
Then I have Suns, Bucks. I'm gonna go Warriors because again, when in doubt, take the Warriors. Kind of like the Chiefs. No matter what, they win, and that's just what they do. Then we're gonna take the Nuggets, then the Lakers, and the Lakers again could be too high, but that's how they're always going to be because LeBron is LeBron and a healthy AD.
Yeah, I couldn't put them in my top 10 just because I looked before and I didn't realize they're like 2 places out of last in the West, which is just ridiculous. And like you're losing games to OKC.
Yeah,
like
on the day he breaks the record, but
yeah,
I'm gonna give
kind
it
of
to
pathetic.
them
But that's why I put them there originally. Like they have LeBron, AD, now they have D'Angelo Russell, but just like a really fucking inconsistent.
But AD's been hurt. It's at full health. So I'm always going to put him 6 because no matter what, you don't want to play against LeBron. It's just how life is. Then I'll go Sixers, Mavs, Grizzlies, and then I'll go the Kings. I like the Kings. And then I'll go Clippers at my honorable mention.
Well, the one thing I don't get about the Warriors, like I know they wanted to save money, but why do you trade? I mean, they basically got a shit ton of 5ths for Wiseman and Gary Payton. Which I mean, Gary Payton's just another guard. I don't know. I'm lagging again. I don't know. I feel like they needed a little bit of a big.
Like I also didn't really get it. Like I feel like they could have traded like probably around the same shit for a big. But I think the way they look at it is like if you're going to be playing Curry and Poole on the floor at the same time, you need a guy who's going to be able to defend. And Gary Payton can defend, so maybe that's what they were thinking, but. I liked him when he was on Golden State those years. He was just like the hustle and defense guy. He was awesome.
They could have had Sadiq Bey too. That dude's elite. I don't know. Picano, did we lose Picano fully, or did he just?
I'm right here.
He's back. All right. I just I want to make sure you were still around when we wrapped up. Inevitably right now. Yeah, those are our lists. Who we like. I mean, hey, if you want to listen to anybody, the one time we did NBA predictions, I had Bucks as the champions, Suns as the sleepers. It was Suns Bucks finals, so obviously I'm going to be right, and the Celtics are going to win because they're my number 1 team. That's how it works. I don't make the rules.
And Jason Tatum's my MVP.
Exactly. So,
Luka
yeah,
forever.
Luka's a bum.
Tyler, we have 15 minutes till the NFL awards, the honors
Minus
start.
15.
So I think Coach of the Year could probably be like one of the first awards going. Get the crowd going.
Sure,
Who's the Coach of the Year? Who's the Coach of the Year?
first.
It better not be Kyle Shanahan. That's all I know. It better not be. Kyle Shanahan.
I'll tune into that for you, Tyler, right before the dozen.
Is Sirianni?
Huh?
What?
Would you respect it if it's Sirianni, or you still be mad?
He's not even a
No,
final.
he's not even a finalist.
Yeah. I'd rather it be Shanahan than Sirianni,
Finalist.
obviously.
It's
Who's
Doug
the other one?
Peterson.
Doug P.
Doug-
I'd rather Doug
Doug
P.
P.
than
Oh, it's Peterson, Daboll, and Shanahan.
it has to be
Yeah,
Dable, though.
If it's
It
not
has to be.
Dable, then I hope it's Doug P. Because
I do too.
Sirianni's the same thing as Shanahan. Look at their rosters, bro. Like,
Yeah.
The only thing you can say for Shanahan is his quarterback.
and that's what
Giants-
That's what would win him if he was to win. That,
Giants
The
had
Giants
the worst
also have
record
shit.
in the playoffs. Sorry, Giants had the worst roster in the playoffs. So by
By
default,
far.
one of a playoff game, he should win.
I agree.
Wait, Lou, stupid question. Do you know that guy, Little Mo Mozzarella?
Yeah, I've heard. I've seen him before.
My parents are watching his stand-up at Governor's right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Damn,
He's
pretty funny.
You got a free crib account?
I do. Yeah,
You gonna go crazy or not?
I'm taking a shower and go to the fuck to bed.
Loser. You're not going to watch the dozen
You're a king.
live from Arizona.
I actually may watch that. I've been watching a lot of the Barstool Live stuff that they've been doing, like the radio show and shit.
I
They're
watched
fun.
I watched some of their mini golf the other day.
That was
I don't
funny.
think it was hysterical.
Yeah, it's always pretty funny when they do that.
I've been watching a lot of this stuff since they've been there, bro. If you guys haven't already, I know some of you guys aren't podcast guys. Highly recommend Bustin' with the Boys 200 episode with Dave Portnoy. I think it was fucking one. It was kind of funny, but two, very interesting.
Who's on that? Whose podcast is that?
That's Taylor Lewan, Will
Oh.
Compton, and yeah, it's just the two of them.
That squad. Yeah. I never remember who's on which because I know like Big Cat's on like 3 of them. You know, they all kind of space out. I don't know. I love my.
I got
part of my
I got
take.
my numbers for a box. Hold up. I got numbers for a box here. Chiefs
Oh.
8.
Is it
Eagles
Dom's?
5. Nah, different one. Chiefs 8, Eagles 5. Chiefs 6. Eagles 7. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Chiefs 2. That's never fun. Eagles 2. Wow.
That's
Nice.
tough. That's tough.
Box 99. That shit will never hit.
I have a Chiefs 6, Eagles 4, and the only one I've gotten so far. So I just need a 14-6 game.
All right, I gotta get off because
Yeah.
I'm gonna shit myself.
All right. Okay. We'll catch you guys next week. I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll see what
Go
happens.
Chiefs.
But yeah, enjoy the Super Bowl. Good luck, y'all.